Nestled amidst the vast expanse of Central Asia, far from the bustling metropolises of the modern world, lies Moynaq. Once a thriving port city, Moynaq was the beating heart of the Aral Sea, a testament to human resilience and the boundless bounty of nature. Today, however, Moynaq stands as a stark reminder of the devastating consequences of environmental neglect, a ghost town haunted by the echoes of a vibrant past. Moynaq's story is one of both triumph and tragedy, a tale of a city inextricably linked to the fate of its surrounding environment. From its humble beginnings as a fishing village to its rise as a bustling center of commerce, Moynaq's destiny was forever intertwined with the ebb and flow of the Aral Sea. This essay will delve into the rise and fall of Moynaq, exploring its rich history, the environmental disaster that reshaped its destiny, and the enduring spirit of its people. The story of Moynaq is not just a local tale, but a global lesson on the impact of human actions on nature. The Aral Sea, once the fourth largest lake in the world, provided livelihoods and sustenance to countless communities. Its waters teemed with fish, and its shores were lined with bustling markets and thriving industries. Moynaq was at the heart of this prosperity, a beacon of hope and progress in the region. But the diversion of rivers for agricultural projects in the 1960s marked the beginning of the end for the Aral Sea. As the waters receded, the once thriving port city found itself stranded in a desert, its economy shattered and its people left to grapple with the harsh new reality. The environmental catastrophe that befell Moynaq is a stark reminder of the delicate balance between human ambition and nature's limits. Yet, amidst the ruins, the spirit of Moynaq's people endures. They have adapted to their changed environment, finding new ways to survive and preserve their heritage. Their resilience is a testament to the human spirit's ability to overcome adversity. As we explore Moynaq's past and present, we are reminded of the importance of sustainable practices and the need to protect our natural resources for future generations. The story of Moynaq is a poignant chapter in the larger narrative of environmental conservation, a call to action for us all to cherish and safeguard the jewels of our planet. The Aral Sea, once the world's fourth largest lake, was not merely a geographical feature but a lifeline for the people of Moynaq. This vast expanse of water was a crucial part of their identity, culture, and economy, shaping the lives of those who lived along its shores. Its abundant waters teemed with life, providing sustenance and prosperity for generations. The sea was home to a rich diversity of fish species, which supported a thriving fishing industry. The people of Moynaq relied on these waters not just for food, but for their livelihoods, with fishing being a central part of their daily existence. Moynaq, strategically located on the sea's southern shores, became a hub for the region's fishing industry. The town's economy flourished as it became a bustling center of trade and commerce, with its port serving as the heart of activity. From dawn till dusk, the port reverberated with activity. The docks were always alive with the sounds of fishermen preparing their boats, the clatter of crates being loaded and unloaded, and the hum of conversations as deals were struck and friendships forged. Fishermen, their faces weathered by the sun and sea, skillfully cast their nets, hauling in bountiful catches of fish. These men, hardened by years of labor, knew the sea intimately, understanding its moods and rhythms, and respecting its power and generosity. The air was thick with the salty tang of the sea, mingled with the cries of gulls and the rhythmic chugging of fishing boats returning to shore. This symphony of sounds created a unique atmosphere that was both invigorating and comforting, a constant reminder of the sea's presence in their lives. Moynaq's canneries worked tirelessly, processing the day's catch. Their output shipped across the Soviet Union and beyond. These factories were the lifeblood of the town, providing employment to many and ensuring that the bounty of the Aral Sea reached far and wide, sustaining communities and economies across the region. The Aral Sea was more than just a fishing ground, it was the lifeblood of the region, its waters sustaining a delicate ecosystem. This vast body of water, once the fourth largest lake in the world, was a crucial element in the balance of nature. Its presence nurtured a rich diversity of flora and fauna, creating a unique habitat that supported countless species. The sea's influence extended far beyond its shores, shaping the lives and livelihoods of the people who lived along its banks. Families would gather for picnics, children would play along the sandy beaches, and fishermen would cast their nets, all relying on the sea's generous offerings. The bounty of the Aral Sea was not limited to fish alone. It provided a vital source of salt, which was harvested and traded, contributing to the local economy. The sea also served as a crucial transportation route, enabling the movement of goods and people. Additionally, it was a place of recreation, where locals and visitors alike could swim, boat, and enjoy the natural beauty. The people of Moynaq lived in harmony with their environment, their lives intrinsically linked to the rhythms of the sea. The community thrived on the resources provided by the Aral Sea, and their daily activities were deeply connected to its ebb and flow. Traditional houses and buildings stood as a testament to the enduring relationship between the people and the sea. Generations of fishermen passed down their knowledge and skills, ensuring the sustainability of their trade. Elderly fishermen would teach the younger generation the art of fishing, net repair, and the secrets of the sea. This transfer of wisdom was crucial for maintaining the delicate balance between human activity and the natural world. The Aral Sea was not merely a body of water, it was the heart and soul of Moynaq, its presence woven into the very fabric of the city's identity. Historical photos capture a time when the sea was bustling with activity, a stark contrast to the present. The emotional reflections of locals reveal a deep connection to the sea, a source of pride and a symbol of their heritage. The Aral Sea's legacy continues to shape the community, even as they face the challenges of a changing environment. The mid-20th century marked a turning point in the history of the Aral Sea and the city of Moynaq. Driven by ambitious plans to transform Central Asia into a cotton-producing powerhouse, the Soviet government embarked on a series of large-scale irrigation projects. These projects, aimed at diverting water from the Amu Darya and Sir Darya rivers, which fed the Aral Sea, would have far-reaching and devastating consequences. The Soviet planners, focused on their vision of agricultural expansion, failed to fully grasp the potential ecological impact of their actions. The delicate balance of the Aral Sea ecosystem, sustained over millennia, was about to be disrupted, with unforeseen consequences for the region and its inhabitants. Section 5. The Sea's Retreat, a Gradual Decline. The consequences of the Soviet irrigation projects were not immediately apparent. However, as more and more water was diverted to cotton fields, the Aral Sea began its slow and inexorable decline. Year after year, the sea's water level receded, its once mighty waves lapping at shorelines that seemed to retreat further with each passing season. The environmental impact was catastrophic. As the sea shrank, its salinity increased dramatically, decimating fish populations that had thrived for centuries. The once abundant fishing grounds became barren wastelands, the sea's retreat leaving behind a salty desert littered with the carcasses of ships that once sailed its waters. Section 6. A City Adrift, Moynaq's Uncertain Future. The decline of the Aral Sea spelled disaster for Moynaq. The city, once a bustling hub of the fishing industry, found itself stranded miles from the receding shoreline. The port, once teeming with life, now stood silent, its docks decaying, its ships stranded in a sea of sand. The economic lifeline of Moynaq had been severed. The fishing industry, the backbone of the city's economy, collapsed, leaving thousands unemployed and desperate. The once proud city, now a shadow of its former self, struggled to cope with the social and economic fallout of the environmental disaster. Section 7. The Ship Graveyard. Haunting reminders of a bygone era. Perhaps the most poignant symbol of Moynaq's tragic fate is the ship graveyard, a haunting spectacle that draws visitors from around the world. Scattered across the arid landscape, miles from the nearest drop of water, lie the rusting hulks of fishing vessels, their skeletal remains baking under the relentless desert sun. These once mighty ships, now stranded in a sea of sand, stand as silent sentinels, bearing witness to the devastating consequences of environmental negligence. The ship graveyard serves as a stark reminder of the Aral Sea's former glory, and a sobering testament to the fragility of even the most resilient ecosystems. Section 8. Echoes of the Past. Tourism in Moynaq. In recent years, Moynaq has become an unlikely tourist destination. Drawn by the city's tragic history and the stark beauty of the surrounding landscape, visitors come to pay their respects, to learn from the past, and to witness firsthand the consequences of environmental disaster. Tourism, while providing a much-needed economic boost to the struggling city, is a double-edged sword. While it raises awareness about the Aral Sea disaster, it also risks further degrading the fragile environment. Balancing the needs of tourism with the imperative of environmental preservation is a delicate act, one that will require careful planning and management. Section 9. Lessons learned, a stark warning for the future. The story of Moynaq is a cautionary tale, a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of human actions and the environment. The Aral Sea disaster, a man-made ecological catastrophe, serves as a powerful testament to the unintended consequences of short-sighted policies and the urgent need for sustainable development practices. Moynaq's legacy extends far beyond the borders of Uzbekistan. Its story is a global one, a call to action for governments, industries, and individuals alike to prioritize environmental responsibility and to strive for a future where